like
right.
to the person that's like this going through, the fan, I will say, it's like, yeah, cool, yeah, well, what's up, man? Hey, I'm glad to see you. I feel like I know you. I've watched your videos. And then on the other side, you're going, I have no idea who you are, but thank you.
Right.
And so when people show up at your house and they're like, they knock on the door, or they like get your Discord and they're sending messages, you know, you're like, whoa, you know, boundaries. Not because you think they're going to murder you, but because it could just be the case that someone's going to walk into your back door and you have to pepper spray them, you know?
Right.
It's like the same as like any stranger that you don't know coming to your house. And then they say they watch your stuff. And at that point, it almost gets like worse. Like you almost wish they were a stranger because now you know they know and you're wondering what they're going to do with that information.
Right. And like, why are you here then, you know? Like,
Yeah. Like previously, I've lived like, you know, back in Mississippi, we had people like come and knock on the door and I was just like, no, it's not a don't. And they were, you know, they were pretty crushed when I told them, but I just had to tell them straight up, like, don't come to the house. Like it's not okay to do this.
Yeah.
This is my space. Whatever I share with you, I do it through my videos through a window that I control. You know, don't show up in my house and, you know, my kids and everything are here.
Exactly, man. Like, oh, dude, like I don't even do well with like, you know, maintenance showing up, you know, like I had somebody come by and try to sell me something the other day, dude. And I'm like, yo, you just woke my baby. And I'm like, opening the door. I'm like, looking at him like, yo, who are you? What? You know, like I do not do well with strangers.
Trying to sell you something.
Yeah. They're like, hey man, blah, 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 your light bill. And I was like, don't fucking worry about my light bill, dude. You're not, I don't pay you for my light bill. Like, get out of my house. It's like, go away. The lights are on. That's all you need to know.
Oh man! Apparently, this person, like they talked about it. I don't know if there's any more information or if they've talked about it anymore. Like I've Googled it, but I haven't really found anything. That this person has been messing with them for like 2 months. So maybe they've come by the house, or maybe they've been seen, and he's like, "Go away," you know, or something. But then it goes to the point to where they walk in the house, like, you know, go to the back. I guess the back door's unlocked. They hop a fence. I don't know. Like I'm curious to know like what ended up happening. Let's see. Marbles had 20 million subscribers at her peak. She left social media in 2020 when her old skits resurfaced, where she described herself as racist and sexist. Yeah, so she canceled herself. I think Jenna Marbles was, I don't know if she was the only YouTuber to do it, but she had some older videos. I don't know if there was ever like, if the whole cancel culture thing at that time was like building up to go get her, but she just said, hey, look, I did this stuff and I'm out. You know, she was just a boop, I'm taking myself out, you know?
Wow.
But apparently that video's been deleted. I haven't even looked. Maybe she's gonna make a comeback. I don't know. Let's see, she continued to trend online whenever Julian would still post content on his Twitter, or his YouTube and his Twitch, and include her in there. And then they shared photos of their wedding late this past December. Like they've married recently.
Okay.
And I don't know who this is. I don't think this is the person. Maybe it is the person. I don't know. Whoever Caitlyn is like, parasocial relationships are bad except for when it's me crying because Jenna Marbles and Julian got married.
Is that like, out of happiness for them, or
that's like this didn't they didn't do this person any favors in this post right here.
No, they didn't. Not at all.
So you're like, is this the person, or are they crying because they're happy or sad, or maybe it's because of the parasocial thing, which is why I'm bringing it up and talking about it. He initially tried to keep the incident offline, but chose to make a statement because they were notified that a media outlet had the information on the event and they wanted to hear what happened from me first. I'm just pumped. They walked in the house and just pepper sprayed them. Like,
right.
Like, no.
Pepper spray on blast, baby.
Oh man. Have you ever experienced anything like as far as like your time like making videos with me of anyone being like weird or anything about
Not really. I've had people like stare at me, right? And I get mad. I'll be mad. I'll be like, yo, what the fuck is this dude staring at me for, man? Like, you know? And I'll be walking by, and then he'll be still staring at me. So I like give him a look, and I'll be like, "Hey, man, you're Buff Pro." I'm like, "Oh, yeah. Hey, what's up, dude? My bad. I'm sorry."
I thought you were mean mugging me.
Yeah, I thought you was mean mugging me, dog. I was like, well, "What's your problem, man?" You know, just people like, "Hey, you know, we're fans," but nothing. Thank God, nothing. Especially since you know getting married and having kids and whatnot. That would not bode well.
Yeah. Well, like for me, I mean, yeah, there's been plenty of like awkward things that's happened. Like it would like go into events and stuff, and people like wanting to just chill and hang out
Oh yeah.
and just like be there all the time. Which it's like it wouldn't bother me like if it was just me and I didn't have like anything else going on. But I'm usually there with like friends and stuff that I'm trying to hang out with, and so when people like start latching on, I'm like. You got to go away. And I'm trying to do some other stuff. Sorry. Usually, you know, everyone kind of takes the hint, but every now and then you get like that stage 5 clinger that just wants to like be involved in everything. And I'm like, no. I mean, I don't have as bad as other people. Like whenever Felix, we was recording the Scare PewDiePie season 2 that never surfaced. They figured out where he was. He had an Airbnb. They figured out where he was, and people were like standing outside the gate, like throwing like presents over the door.
No kidding.
Yeah, which on their side, they're just like, Jesus Christ, like when is it going to be like a dead body, or when is someone going to throw themselves over and come? You know, what's going to happen? It's scary on the receiving side, even though they're like people that support you and want you to do well.
Yeah,
but it's like. It's just two sides of the same coin, honestly. Like one person's like, yeah, you're awesome, and then you're over there like, don't kill me. There's a lot of YouTubers that really buy into it as well. That like really like, I won't say they feed off of it, but they yes and no. Like me and Felix, right? We're both pretty open about us being on the side of leave us alone. Yeah, you know, like if someone comes up, they want to take a picture or whatever, you know, say, hey, that's fine. But that's it, you know.
Right.
And then there'll be other ones. I was about to name names. I'm not going to name any names. There are other ones that are they give off like that attractiveness vibe to their fans. Like, oh, yeah, you think I'm pretty hot, everything. You know, they really like kind of lean into it. Or they promote like I'm so wholesome and I love you guys so much. Oh, I want to be involved. Yes, you can. If you see me, you know,
come up, let's hang out. You know, blah, blah,
yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's made like some really awkward situations that have been like. There's been videos about them, some situations where it's like this public thing that's happening, and like the entire thing has to stop because this one fan is like so into it that it gets like super awkward. you're just like and then that person will be like, I really need to tell you to stop, but that would kind of hurt the whole image that I've built. So it puts you in like a weird position to where like you need to be a person and tell someone to go away or pepper spray them. But then at the same time, if you do it, then like those fans will band together and be like, oh, they're not the person I thought they were.
Let's figure something out and cancel them.
It's a wild thing. So that's why I'm always just like, no. I'm not dealing with any of that. Sure, maybe if I tried to make people feel like they were involved with my whole family, I would have more success. But it's not. Yeah, it's not worth it. Anyway, that's just kind of want to talk about. They're okay. Jenna Marble, Julian, they're all good. It sucks that happened to them because it had to be freaking horrifying. Someone actually trying to get into your house. And then for the whole parasocial thing, it's not always a bad thing. Like I said, a lot of like your entertainment is literally built off of it.
Right.
But there comes a time when it becomes too much, and you gotta reel it. As a fan yourself, you gotta reel it in. You gotta reel it. You have to understand that everything that you see involving your favorite people is probably orchestrated to be seen in a certain way, and you probably don't know them as well as you think you do.
Yeah.
But
that's why I never celebrities. I could never walk up and be like, oh man, it's Adam Sandler. Let me go up and meet him. He's hilarious. Like that dude just wants to eat his sandwich and go away, you know, like
that's a big like if someone's eeating, just let them enjoy their meal. That's like it's always the most inconvenient. Hey, I had to get a picture, and you're sitting there like, 3 bites into your burger, and you're like.
Also, I hate that disappointment of like, oh, that's my hero, that's my guy, you know, and then you're like, you meet him, and it's like a bad experience, just like, yo, what a dick. Yeah. You know, I just avoid all of that. I'm just like, yo, man, those are normal people, just like we are. Just let them live their life, you know. Like you could, you know. If you're next to him in a line, just be like, hey, man, big fan. Just want to say that. That's all, you know, like, cool.
And they'll be like, cool.
They'd
Yeah,
be a
they'll
normal
like,
person, you know what I'm saying?
They'll
And continue what you were doing
appreciate
there.
it. They'll